So when I was interviewing Jane Goodall, she said to me, you can't really work and live in the forest without having a sense of the divine, a sense of God. Would that resonate with your own experience?
Yes, very, very powerfully. And recently I had a chance to visit Tom Honey, our former vicar, and to tell him more about my journey and that I'm now training for ministry. And he said, of course, Andy, you were always contemplative, and that made me think more about my time in the woods. 30 years in the woods, which I worked in the way I did because it was always more efficient to work alone. But the upshot of that, of being alone in the woods with the birds,
14 hours a day.
14 or more hours a day, for 7 days a week for maybe 6 weeks, makes one aware of one's own position in the world, and it's humbling. When you're trying to catch a little bird in a nest box, and you've been trying for hours, and he's getting in and setting the trap off because he can see through it, and everything you do, he gets round. That's humbling,
But you also do you think that being there in the forest, you have a sense of something greater than yourself?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we're losing that somehow in the West.
Just by not spending time alone. When I walk through Oxford, and I know this is a common experience everywhere, at least half the people I see are plugged into something, which means that quite apart from being at risk of being hit by a bus, they're not really connected with their environment. They're somewhere else. And this disconnection from nature is another ramification of that. Is it a desire to be somewhere else?